Well, founded in 1908 by one of Oklahoma's first U.S. senators, Medicine Park is one of the state's most unique small towns. Located at the foothills of the Wichita Mountains, the majority of the buildings are constructed out of cobblestones found nearby. Now, in addition to its one-of-a-kind architecture, Medicine Park has quite the story, a heritage that has been given new life thanks in great part to a new creative spirit in town. This week, we take you to the banks of Medicine Creek to see how a small Oklahoma town is tying its future to tourism. With its scenic views and natural waterways, Medicine Park is as serene as it is beautiful. Centuries before the Europeans, Plains Indians came here for the clear, cool waters that they named Medicine Creek. Today, cobblestone buildings surround a landscape that's gone virtually unchanged.
It's kind of a unique place. The people here are pretty emblematic of the surroundings themselves, where it's different. It's everybody that comes here saying this isn't Oklahoma, but it is. And we have a lot of pretty expressive people if you've looked around, seen some of the artwork.
Dwight Cope is mayor of this town of just under 400 residents that on weekends can easily number in the thousands thanks to a thriving arts community. This weekend, it's a Native American Flute Festival that, despite damp weather, is bringing folks in from all over.
Well, these flutes are a type of flute known as a Gims horn, and I've adapted it to, from its medieval European origins to a Native American scale and a very native material. The buffalo horns, they start off like this when they're a raw horn and finish out this way. And it's a different sound for a Native American style flute.
Gluka is from Austin, Texas.
I've been coming here 30 years. Started coming here in 1979 to hike in the Wichita Mountains, and then have been coming up here off and on for that entire period. And I buy buffalo at the auction every year that they have in the wildlife refuge. The town of Medicine Park has changed immensely in the last few years. It had really started on a serious decline, but now the place is looking great. The old plantation's up and running again. It's a nice restaurant. And the little town seems to be springing back to life.
Thanks to the hard work of people like Forrest Ray and Restaurateur from Altus, Ray reopened the old plantation in March of 2008.
Well, of course, I'm from a rural town. I've already revitalized a little bit of Blair, Oklahoma. Then I came over to Medicine Park and saw the opportunity here with the creek and the surroundings. And I thought this would be a very good location to come in and start with a restaurant.
Ray spent a full 2 years renovating a building that's been the heart of Medicine Park ever since 1908. Renamed the Grand Hotel in the 1920s, it has served host to a myriad of guests, from the famous like Will Rogers to more infamous characters like Al Capone, a vacation hotspot for the Roaring Twenties, whether it be sunbathing during the day or a clandestine poker game late at night.
And in the 1920s, they could sleep 1,000 people in Medicine Park. And everything was booked out of right here in this area, in this restaurant.
There you go.
Today, the old plantation is known more for its meals than its card games. And while Ray is proud of keeping a part of Medicine Park's history alive, he first and foremost is a businessman.
It boils down to the money. It's really easier to come into a smaller town because the town works with you, putting a place together. And Medicine Park has kind of been over backwards helping me put everything together here.
And it's that same spirit of cooperation that's behind the town's most ambitious project yet.
Well, it's the Medicine Park Museum of Natural Sciences. And the tagline is a native wildlife zoo, aquarium, and botanical garden. So we want to get living displays of all the representative species of wildlife, both plant and animal, that occur in the state of Oklahoma, with emphasis of those species here in the southwestern part of the state.
Something Doug Kemper knows more than a little about. Kemper has been the founding director of aquariums in Seattle, Galveston, and Oklahoma's Jinx Aquarium, and says he envisions a museum that gives visitors a sense of how we relate to the environment and the environment to us.
And the ultimate goal is to provide a society, our students, our kids in school, their parents, and when they become parents, to instruct their kids of a good basis for making decisions, critical thinking techniques to make decisions about how we relate to one another in society and how society relates to the environment.
Kemper says he's never before found such a community as supportive as Medicine Park and believes this town's strength truly is its people.
Just a very good fit, a naturalistic setting right at the entrance to in the heart of Medicine Park, right at the entrance to the wildlife refuge.